Hello. We're back, guys. This is another Apple event today. It's the Mac Mini event today. Even more impressive than what we saw yesterday, in my opinion. Yesterday was the M4 iMacs. Today we have the Mac Mini, which is packing a punch. It's the most exciting thing from Apple I think we've seen, at least for 2024. This is Apple giving us value in a big way here, and it's not something that we have seen in recent times, I would say. But anyways, starting with the size, it's much smaller than the original Mac Mini, and it's packing 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports on the rear, 2 USB-C, and 1 audio jack on the front. And the spec'd up model actually has Thunderbolt 5, but we'll get to that in a minute. The cooling is massively improved to handle all the tasks that we're going to be throwing at these new Mac Minis. And what's crazy is that we're starting at 16 gigabytes of RAM for the first time. And thank you, Apple, for finally doing that. It's absolutely should be the bare minimum for any computer in 2024. And we're getting 16 gigs of RAM now on the M4 iMac and now on the Mac Mini. But let's dive into some specs here a second. Now, there's a couple of things I wanted to show you guys that might put you in a bit of a conundrum if you're considering the M4 iMac and the Mac Mini. But we'll get to that at the end. Starting off with the M4 Mac Minis. Okay, guys. So this is where things get crazy. We're getting a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs, which is not really that impressive on the storage, Apple, but for $599, you can't argue with that. $599 is going to get you a computer that you can do easily video editing with, 4K video editing, all your productivity tasks. You can handle external displays, of course. This is a full powerhouse of a desktop machine here for most people at $599. But I think the one most people are going to go for is the one here in the middle, which is the $799 model. So still got that 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU. However, you're getting the 512 gigs of storage, which I think that should be what most people go for. As a video editor and someone who's always editing videos, I definitely go for the bare minimum of 512 and maybe have the external storage. Or I go for 1 terabyte. Now, let's talk about the spec'd up model. Now, let's go back again. So I've seen a couple other people on YouTube get this wrong already. So let me just clear this up for everyone. The base M4 models, they get 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. That's good stuff. But it's only the 12 core, the full M4 Pro model, the 12 core CPU, 16 core GPU. It's only this model that gets Thunderbolt 5. So it's important for everyone to understand that. Don't go out and buy the base model thinking you're getting Thunderbolt 5 and be disappointed. Thunderbolt 5 is only coming on this M4 Pro model, and that starts at $1399. Still an amazing value. This machine is going to probably be faster than the M3 Max, MacBook Pros, for example. And $1399, you can throw all the work you can possibly want at this thing, and it will last you for years. So, I think the more and more I think about it, this is probably the model that I'd shoot for, if I was going to be investing in one of these things, for my video editing, etc. But again, going back up to the base M4 models, this middle tier at $799, that's the one to get, in my opinion. But what about if you're looking at the 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, iMac? What if you want an iMac? What if you don't have a screen? Now, you're going to get, for $1499, you're only getting 256 gigs of storage on an iMac, which I think that doesn't seem like good value to me, to be honest. I would have to say you're really looking at $16.99 for an iMac, especially if you're doing any form of photography and video work. But if you're just doing regular tasks, yeah, fine. Maybe the 256 gig model could be enough. But for me, I don't feel good buying a computer with 256 gigs of storage for $14.99. Now, something that really bugs me a bit is, why didn't Apple include an M4 Pro chip in the iMac? Why not the M4 Pro? Why not give us that option? I mean, I think maybe some of us would consider that. I mean, the iMac is a beautiful device. It's a great screen, one of the best in the industry. And why can't we get an M4 Pro, Apple? Is this something that you're going to throw at us next year? Maybe, who knows? But I'm not going to hold out for that. But that's just something that kind of bugs me a little bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think this has been a great move overall for Apple to launch this new M4 Mac Mini. It's very exciting. I myself am considering getting one. This would be a great computer to have for many, including myself. So if you like this type of stuff, guys, please like, subscribe. As always, I'm going to have more tech tips, more covering of the Apple events and so on here, in addition to all the action sports content we're normally doing, mountain biking, cycling, and motocross. I haven't chosen to separate the channels yet because I think a lot of you out there who are into sports also like technology. So why not do a bit of both for you guys? Okay, so please like, subscribe, stick around, and drop a comment. Let me know which of these you guys like the most. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.